Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronosplays Apollo Justice. Today, I believe we need to look around the room and see if we can find anything new. The shooter must have used this to climb up the vent.
All this tragic because someone left a step ladder here.
I don't think the choice was shot because of the ladder.
You think it was Machi?
I guess. That environment is pretty small after all. Does that prove he was at the scene? Did he escape at the time between the gunshots and us opening the door? Well, they said his fingerprints were found, right? That's the air vent with Machi. Yep, Machi Tobe's fingerprints. What's with the frown?
Can't a girl frown anymore? Is that a crime?
No, of course not. It just meant
Machi Tobe's fingerprints were on the air vent. Why would his fingerprints be there if he wasn't the shooter?
That's not a question I want to have to answer in court.
Hey, wipe that frown off your face. One stick in the mud per crime scene, please.
I guess girls can frown, but defense attorneys can't. I like how they're both frowning. Well, okay, Emma's mostly just pouting, but still.
The Gavin is poster.
How many of these did they put up anyways?
Prosecutor Gavin looks so cool on stage. You should learn to play the guitar too, Apollo. You could accompany in my magic act.
Why would you need a guitarist at a magic act? Just like to hit a chord every time you perform a trick? We certainly a novelty act, if nothing else. Think about it if I ever lose my attorney's badge. Yeah, you and Phoenix and make a band. Get a piano player, a guitarist, a magician. That's one of the biggest, most expensive looking TVs I've ever seen in the early 2000s.
Too bad you'll never own one.
Never, kind of harsh. To be fair, you can get much bigger and better quality TVs than that for a quarter of the price, right? Like, yeah, you can get pretty good TVs these days for relatively cheap compared to the old days. Because like old school TVs, like that big screen TVs, I think so. One of my dad's friends, he had a TV like that. And I think it cost him, I want to say, it was bigger than that, but it was a huge, big screen TV. I want to say it cost him like, I think he said it cost him like $2,000-ish, a little over $2,000-ish. And you can get TVs for $2,000 these days. They're a lot better than those TVs back in the day, but you can get something like even better than this around the same size for only a couple $100. That's if you're going like into the 50 inches. I want to say I bought my mom's TV, which is a 50-inch TV for her bedroom. I think it was only like, I want to say only $250. And yeah, it's not like, it's not one of those, it's not a Sony fucking 60-inch ultra fucking super extreme pay us for the actual like TV company label TV, but it does its job and it looks fantastic.
How about for all eternity then?
Same difference, just longer.
Look, it's fruit, Apollo, fruit.
I heard you the first time. It sure is a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss a bit of watermelon.
I know, I'll make it vanish into my stomach.
Better not. They might make you pay for it. And if you have money for that, you should probably repaint the office first.
Watermelons are that expensive?
They could have been imported from some exotic locale for all we know. I guess. I know this is Japanophobia, but I do remember being told that fruit in Japan is actually pretty expensive because they have to import a lot of it. Right after the shooting took place, Lamira tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch.
I think that fits with the other stuff we know. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important?
Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Like, how'd she get from, like, here all the way over here in, like, a minute? Look at the way those bullets tore through the thick wall. That wall really has something, was something else. I mean, the fact that it didn't go through the wall is pretty telling of how not exactly strong it is. I mean, the impact crater of those bullet holes is impressive. Actually, yeah. Is that wall fucking drywall or something? Like, good lord. I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it. Disclosing your shoulder would kind of put a crimp in your stage career. Daddy always has a stiff shoulders. Maybe that could loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. He's a pussy. I don't know why I find that funny, but he wouldn't murder a man. What a fucking wuss. Speaker with the monitoring for monitoring the stage. It was blurring at the time of the shooting. It's a pretty old model for such a nice place. I guess they don't care about the sound quality back here, as long as you can hear it. Not that a loss of fidelity could possibly make that music worse. Good speakers must cost oh my god, yes, actually. I think TVs get expensive. Fucking sound systems are insane. Hell, quote-unquote, good headsets are stupidly expensive. Like, the average headset is still kind of costly. But Jesus Christ, a fucking speaker? Good lord. You have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Oh, you have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? But that's almost $600! What? What? You get $60 a year? What? $5 a month? Poor Trucy. I mean, wait till she finds out you need to buy 2 speakers for a stereo. Trucy's having learned monthly allowance. Oh, that's hilarious. Trucy's woe. Yeah, I mean, hey, $5 a month? Better than nothing, right? But for a 15-year-old? Well, I guess she doesn't have to probably buy her lunches at school or anything like that. And if you're just getting it for existing, like you're not doing any chores, if she's doing chores, $5 a month is a little rough, but still. Supposed for another show. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. I looked into the forums group. Turns out they're all law enforcement related, too. Apparently, their serious portrayal of law and order is a big draw. That sounds so boring. It's probably pretty interesting. You're a complicated man, Mr. Apollo Justice. Alright. Seeing the mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room, because you are in a dressing room. Look at all that makeup. All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue. I guess she's not into makeup yet. She was just talking about wanting to get lipstick. I guess she only has $5 a month. That would be a pretty low tier thing she would want to get, or go out of her way to get, I should say. That's one heavy duty bouquet there. I have trouble thinking of flowers being heavy duty, but they're called lots of things. They call lots of things heavy duty. Not flowers, they don't. What about a heavy scent? I think you mean heady. What? What if the flowers are plastic? They still wouldn't be heavy. They might. Okay, what if they were made out of metal? What, like magnolia made from out of steel? Exactly! I hope all my fans don't start throwing metal flowers at me. That would hurt. To say the least. That's one of those permanent dryers you see in the hair salons. Is that what they really called? Permanent dryers? Do I look like a beautician? I just know they dry your hair and give you a permanent. I just don't sound very glamorous, you know? Okay, how does a perm machine... How does it sound? Yeah. How about we go with a permer? That isn't a bad game. I'm technically thinking of official names for things. Not that it makes the name actually official or anything. Stack of presents for Lamira. Stars always get the biggest presents. You know, you can give me a present, Apollo. Here, have a piece of candy. Gee, thanks! She must not get a lot of presents. Poor girl. This is the window where Lamira saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple.
Kind of hard to see a crown when you can't see. But she did hear it. Oh my god. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way. Like the earpiece? And a murder weapon. So belonging to Mr. Latrois. That thing makes normal revolvers look like a water gun. It looks like a standard revolver. Latrois was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Wouldn't it have to be about his size? Maybe. If they wrestled it out of his hand. Look, the carpet has been torn up here. Ah, that's the part there we did the luminol testing on the court. Lunimol? What's Lunimol? It's luminol. Did I even notice that? Oh yeah, I definitely said that, didn't I? Let's luminol, get it right. Eek! And it's kind of scary when it comes to science. Best learn the word and not incite her wrath again. Oh, are we done? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought we would find something here to talk about. Huh. And nothing here? Okay, we'll be back probably. I kind of forgot you were out here. Anything else you have to say? I like your theme song. Reminds me of Lunar, the Silver Star story. Actually, yeah. Like, it reminded me of it clearly, but as soon as I said that, I was like, holy shit, this does actually sound like something out of Lunar. That song, isn't that the one Lemire was singing? Yeah, you're right, the Guitar Serenade. Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this. Come see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad. Rose sighs with wonderment? I guess? Maybe? I don't know. Like, enamored? Like, yeah, I guess. Okay. Rose petals swirling through the air. I mean, I think of, like, sighs as just kind of like, you're bored or you really don't want to be there. Speaking of sighing, well, not really, but I have been having a hard time not yawning today. Good Lord. I'm not even really that tired. Well, okay, I only slept like 5 hours. Maybe that's why. But I don't feel tired. But apparently my body's like, yawn, you bastard, yawn. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh, that's right. I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is. Uncle Valen! What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. Okay. I'm inspecting my equipment of the illusion to make sure naught is amiss. The mere teleportation illusion. Ooh. Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about exacting my examination, I happened to notice that piano. And I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody. Hey, Apollo, Uncle Valen can shed light on this whole thing for us. Can he? Lemira's illusions. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lemira's vanishing act was your illusion, right? Indeed. The Purple Prosecutor petitioned my performance. And the Purple Prosecutor, at the climax of the song, he said, "Make her disappear like a dream." Like a dream? Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. It was a challenging task, and so I accepted. She disappeared from the top of the tower, but in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel with very little money, apparently. People come because I'm a professional. Oh shit, my illusions are custom made from okay, never mind. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Trope Gamma Ray are concerned. So, you were here checking on your trick to make sure it went well? And went well it did, speaking of pianos. That piano over there troubles me. Troubles you? Why? Why? Why do you ask why? I think it's probably quicker if we just check it out myself, thanks. I know what you're thinking in that head of yours. Gemery, yes, you say. I recall seeing you on television. Something of that sort? Actually, yeah, you're right. Wow, he just spread your mind, Apollo. And everyone tells him that, and he's made a good guess. Or everyone tells him that he's made a good guess. It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us. His name was Magnifi Gemery. It was he who began the great troupe. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screen of every TV there was. Kind of like Bozo the Clown. I do have a vague memory, something like that on TV. Yet 70 years ago, that time came to an end, and my troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Cries for magic were no longer heard. The TV screen on a barren wasteland stripped of illusion. That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like the one in the parking lot down at the supermarket. Oh. When you start playing in supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. We hone our skills at these small venues, always waiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise, up from obscurity, onto fame's shining stage once more. I do this not only for the magic that is the Gemery, but for my partner. Your partner, you mean? Yes, Zach Gemery. Tracy's father. So, Tracy, your last name's Gemery? Is that true, or is that just a stage name? Like, I know your last name here is Wright, but I think it's because you're adopted by Phoenix Wright, right? Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Gemery in the show business circles. None. You disappear or die? Because, I mean, I guess if she was abandoned by her father, that would still be sad, but she seemed more upset and disheartened by it. I kind of figured he was dead. I will see us return to glory. I, Valiant Gemery. Valiant and Zach. Our founder, Magnifi Gemery, was truly a genius, a worker of miracles. I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made that whole jumbo jet go. Oh, what happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought. Like, did he blow it up? Of all the would-be magicians who came into his door, only Zach and I had the talent. If in no time at all, Valiant and Zach were the shining stars of the Gemery crown. Cool, huh? And Zach Gemery was my daddy. Magnifi and Zach are gone. I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Gemery, who brings the Gemery miracle back to the big stage. I'm rooting for you. Miss Trush, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side. One skill coming right up. How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? Alright, I don't know. This? Okay. Okay. You're getting on your ears, don't you? Not much time left to make your mark? Jesus Christ, Trucy, this is not how I was seeing it. He doesn't care about what I show him, I get the point. Okay, so nothing I show you? Like this gun? Oh, okay. Pardon me? I have no money if that's what you want. Ah, no, it's just, never mind. The way he looked at the revolver, what was that? It was almost as if he had seen one before and maybe wasn't too happy about it. Okay, I was, honestly, that has been a running joke in my head where I try to pull out the gun to just kind of like joke around and no one's ever reacted to it. So I'm kind of surprised you did. Oh, are you the murderer? Is that why? Oh, maybe. Quickly go through all this. I mean, your denial dialogue could be a lot smaller. I was wondering about the start of the video, right in the middle of the song. I didn't see it. Oh, we already went over this. Oh, that I'm guessing. I guess I'm used to seeing that happen. I didn't notice. So I'm gonna be so jaded. Yeah, we already went over this. Simple sleight of hand.
Conquer magic. While you're at the concert, yeah, no shit. No, you can't just ask. I know. We've been over it. And for some reason, I can't skip the dialogue, even though we've been over it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, not when there's... Might have a talent. Oh, this seems different. Will you tell us to go, Valiant? It is against all that is sacred to inquire how a trick is performed. Okay, so you tell me how he did it, Drucy. But I don't know. Big. Alright, well. I guess that's it. Nothing else seems like it's worth showing him. Let's look around before we look at the piano. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related. Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? Can I, Apollo, please? No, no fiddling. You'll be breaking something. If you're gonna make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs. That's what Daddy always says. These eggs look kind of expensive. Still can't believe we found Machi and the choice up on the top of that tower. Yeah, I used to not like high places. Now I hate them. It's not like it would have been nicer if we found a dead body close to the ground. Though, that reminds me, Daddy's bad with heights too. Huh, no kidding. He took me on the Ferris wheel a while ago, you know. Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled an objection over and over. Poor guy. Well, at least he went on it. Now, that's a big instrument case. That's the case for a contrabass, I think. You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet. Oh yeah, we already had this. Are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left sitting over on the stage. Yeah, that's a good question. And that's the ladder we used to climb up on the stage tower. Not a moment I am likely to forget anytime soon. Me either. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know? I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. Alright, just the piano I left, I guess. Piano! That's one big piano. I never actually played one. Huh, you should get Mr. Wright to teach you something. No good, he can't play either. Kinda feel bad for the guy now. Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back, there's a hurricane coming through. Ew! Did you make that noise just now? Let me try it again. You know, I think something's stuck in the piano. Time to take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this is stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch. Someone must have thrown it into the piano. Found on stage, it's a switch for something, and that's all I know. Okay. Let's check it out. Kind of looks like a lighter. This switch sitting here is telling me to push it. Don't. You might blow up the whole Coliseum. Apollo, please. Just think of that every strange switch triggers a bomb. The kind of old-fashioned crime job thing it doesn't cut in our busy times. All right, Tracy P.I., please enlighten me. What do you think the switch does? Huh. Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room. A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor. Okay. But you are insane. Else? I mean, honestly, this does kind of look like a detonator of some kind. It looks like a lighter a little bit, but... Okay, nothing? I mean, you're the one that mentioned the piano, so I kind of figured you'd have something about the piano. Alright, I guess we can show Lemira? Or describe it to Lemira? You think you can tell me about this? No, okay. Emma Watson? Do you think you could take a look at this? Huh, a small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press that switch there and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for, though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma, Do you know that strange object you said you found?
Oh, this?
Let me try pressing this switch.
Youch! Oh, it's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big idea?
Ah!
Well, now we know what this is, an igniter. This part must make it look like a lighter.
Oh, wait, what? Work like a lighter. I mean, it does look like a lighter. I just said it looked like a lighter, and apparently it is a lighter. Just a wireless lighter.
It really lit me up, that's for sure.
Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
I suppose, at least we're getting somewhere with this case.
Hey, you guys want to hear something embarrassing? So you know that word, purpose there? I had a... My brain wasn't working right the other day, and I got an email and purpose was in it, but my brain was like, oh, that says porpoise. You know, porpoise, not purpose, a porpoise. So the whole time, I'm just sitting there looking at this fucking email like this doesn't make any sense. That can't be porpoise. Like, there is no way that that's a porpoise. What, right? It's like, that wouldn't make any sense. Finally, my brain corrected itself, and it's purpose. Anyways, hey Apollo, let's ask Emma about that switch. Now that she has some kind of first-hand experience. Okay. Switch?
What are you trying to do, burn me alive?
Come on, it was just a few sparks.
Says you're the one holding it, or you weren't the one holding it. There was enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking. Anyway,
now we know this is a remote for an igniter.
Let me see that for a second.
Well,
this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh?
Remote trigger updated in the court records.
Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage...
Oh, are we downstairs?
Let's see, 30 feet from Lemire's dressing room. That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage.
Kinda seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Okay. Got a diagram too.
I guess I'd best be getting on with my investigation.
We'll have to look for more clues elsewhere then.
I feel better just knowing that what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck!
I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Alright. Let's see real fast. Yeah, actually that does kind of, it looks like a propane, like, torch. All these little parts, it's pretty complex. I'm guessing this is where the fire comes out. Other than that,
good thing machines run even if we don't know how they work. That's what Daddy always says.
Not really saying you want to go around repeating. Not really saying you want to go around repeating, Juicy. I guess there's not much to examine on this. Okay. And anything new here? Oh, yeah. This switch triggers an igniter.
Too bad, I was hoping it was a bomb that would blow up the whole Coliseum.
You're scaring me. If Emma hears you talking like that, she'll arrest you.
And then she'll do all sorts of scientific tests, like splitting your hairdo into 3 separate spikes, while she stands by laughing and laughing in her high-pitched voice.
I said she'd arrest you, not me, and she's not some kind of mad scientist.
Did you hear someone laughing?
It might have been Emma. I guess we'll present that shit to you.
Like, nope.
It's kind of funny you don't want to look at the device you were so curious about.
What? You're trying to burn me up again, are you? Who sent you to get me? Who?
I'm not out to get you, promise.
Promise? No promise is good enough when you're still carrying that weapon around. Try burn me again with that trigger of yours, and I'll throw 100 bags worth of snackos at you.
I've never even seen someone munch so furiously. Better stay clear. She's an angry eater. You heard of stress eating. How about anger eating? That's probably pretty common, actually, now that I say that out loud. I mean, you're not gonna say anything on this stuff, right? Yeah, I didn't think so, but worth a shot. We already tried showing this to you. Diagram? Oh, you know, we could try showing it to Lemira. Because it was part of her act, clearly. I'm assuming this is what set Gavin McGraw's freaking guitar on fire. Do you know anything about that? No, never mind, apparently. Fair enough. Outside? Oh, something new. Something blue. What? Come to laugh at the murderer? Darian! That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It's a crime scene, not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi is rock solid. Rock solid! Your alibi? So, about your alibi. You have to ask? The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. I found Mr. Detroit's dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me, too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing with someone else? I mean, except for that error you have, which I'm assuming is gonna come into play, actually. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. Don't need to yell at me. It's Lemira's fault. She's in there if you want to go yell at her. She's the one who said she heard your voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. I mean, I know she's in her 40s, but she looks like she's in her 20s, so how could she possibly identify me? Prosecutor Gavin. They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin, a stick in the mud? He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other. You hear him whining. You hear him whining the other day. Yeah, I know. Don't know why it took me so many times to say it. You mean the thing about the mixing board? Yeah, I know. The second guitar. You. He's just a perfectionist, is all. Not a bad guy, really. But I think the Gavin is the best. I have all your albums. The band's fine, too. Gavin can write for a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him. He's down at the prosecutor's office. Most likely. Prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? That out on the victim should come in from Interpol. Normally I'll be down there dealing with it. Normally. Paula, let's go check it out. I always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Huh. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on! Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. And tell him I want him into the crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yeah? What do you really think happened, really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, great. We didn't steal a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on the stage when it happened, alright? Okay? Ripping. Don't get led astray by some siren song, yeah? You get this one wrong, you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? Like the Darian Crescent. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Okay. Why? Gavin's office, I guess. This is your prosecutor office, huh? So, this is it. The Gaviner's head office. It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing, object, whatever?
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
Well, I guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind the bookshelf real quiet like.
That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting quietly so he wouldn't notice. What if we heard something scandalous about the band?
You'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag.
What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latrois.
Latrois?
Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Let me get to that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay?
Beep.
Time is when I start to miss Darian.
Huh? Hiya.
Tee-hee, bleh. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world in any case. Have a seat.
Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist.
Watching that, Apollo. So, who has come to see?
Wait, what? Who have you come to see, huh?
Cavalier, the lead vocalist for the Gaviniers, or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom.
What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Well, let's examine your room, I guess.
Wow, look at that stereo! To me, life without music is inconceivable. I never turn on the volume even when I'm working on a case.
Ah, man. I thought that was your desk for a second. I was like, there's no way you get any work done on that thing. Especially if it's turned on.
It's such a huge speaker. It must be really loud. The room is completely soundproof, of course. Really? At my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn on their VCR to record something.
Maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them, work something out.
And lately, I've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training.
Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too. Why am I voice training at the agency?
What's that on the plate?
Is that gum?
Gum?
Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang? So he put it on the plate for later consumption?
You think a rockstar could afford a fresh steak? Don't jump to conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I?
What is that? It looks like a lump of plastic.
Wait, that phone call.
Wow. We literally just saw it hasn't even been a few minutes yet. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Choice?
Wait a sec. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Who was?
I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to.
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Ms. Reporter.
To tell the truth, I'm not even sure what it is. But apparently it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. LaCroix was after.
This lump? Do you mind telling us what you know about it? Okay. Kinda look like an egg. Dots?
What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused.
I was wondering where the work chair in this office was.
Huh, you're looking at my favorite chair right there.
That's a massage chair, isn't it?
That is an air... Oh, god damn it. I love when the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great.
Ergonomic adjustable office. Yeah.
Those feel great. Did I say something wrong? No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation.
That's a nice view if if it was real.
The view is exhilarating, yeah? I sit here gazing down upon the city, writing my songs, looking at all those ants down there. Because that's what they are, Apollo. Ants.
Try working on the cases.
It's the same thing. Right layers the same way I corroborate evidence. It's a harmony between the logical mind and the primal spirit within.
Is that so hard to admit that you like staring out your window and daydreaming? Look at all the guitars. Why so many?
You never have too many guitars. They're like my lovers.
I didn't just hear him say that.
They're backup guitars, right, Apollo? Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash the guitars at the end of a show.
No wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician.
You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo.
And breaking his guitars while he watches? That might be a little too rocking.
I'll fucking kill you if you do that. Of course, I'd never do such a thing. Did I not say they are like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to the ones he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor.
What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, God of Rock? Was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it?
I thought it was the... Okay.
I never guessed that it was the end of it. I had especially analyzed the guitar, incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, but it's still unclear. So it sounds here. But the results he came up with were intriguing.
Intriguing? How does that guitar tie into everything that went on?
Sounds like something we should ask about.
Okay. Well, good thing I looked around the room first. This place shows all the evidence for the case.
Look, Apollo! He's got 3 televisions!
Hey, don't look at those too closely. I'm still sorting out the details. Each one to show as an evidence for a different case. He does them all at once?
I wish I had 3 TVs.
Why would you possibly do with 3 TV sets?
I may look laid back and relaxed, but in reality, I'm quite busy, you know. I'm living life at turbo speed, doing magic, going to school, investigating cases. But if I had 3 TVs, I could watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch crime or drama all at once.
The first 2 seem useful, I suppose. I mean, yeah, I do the same fucking thing. I don't have 3 monitors. I do have a TV that I don't really use anymore, but I have 2 monitors that I, generally speaking, if I'm like playing a game, there's something going on the other monitor. If I'm editing a video, there's something going on the other monitor. If I'm recording, there's something going on in the other monitor, right? I mean, that's mostly for the recording stuff, while the game plays on the other main monitor. But all right, we probably need. Oh, so yeah, we definitely need to talk to you about everything. But we also need probably to show you this, right? I'm assuming this is what caused the thing to explode or burn. We'll do that all next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all then. Have a great day. Bye.